Hello?
Hello?
Is this Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yes, this is Dr. Good.
This is Tommy, bro. How can I help you?
Oh, what's up, Tommy? How's it going, man?
What's up, bro?
Good, good, man. Love your videos, man. Love your content, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks,
I
bro.
just had a couple questions.
All right.
What information could you give me? Like, how do you feel about the Cash App? Because I'm not really sure about if I should keep my investments in there. I'm thinking of
Mm-hmm.
changing it over to SoFi, but I just wanted to know, like, do you have any other strategies, like, in terms of investments? Like, do you like look into like Ray Dalio's like type of investments or anything like that?
Into what type of investments?
Oh, Ray Dalio's investment strategies. Like, do you look into other investor strategies, like, to
What
help
does he
you?
invest? What does he invest into?
Like his investment strategy, like his all weather portfolio, like how he uses gold and he uses bonds to like protect himself from inflation and stuff like that. Like, I'm trying to do long term investment, but I want to protect myself at the same time. So like, what recommendations can you give me to add
Okay.
to my portfolio? Like, should I do add more international things like international bonds and like, because I do the same thing that you do, like with the ETFs and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to know, like, what else could I include, like international stocks or
Okay. How old are
you
you?
know 25.
25. What's your name, by the way?
Dante.
Dante. Dante. Got it. So, and it sounds to me, Dante, that your goal is, Tommy, I'm okay with long-term gains, long-term investing, but I don't know exactly how to do it. Does that make sense?
Yes. Like,
Okay.
yeah, in terms of with the taxes too, because I know there could be some hidden tax fees and stuff when it comes to ETFs. So I just want to make sure I'm just like, good, all well rounded with everything.
Okay. Okay. If your ETFs are just following like index funds, you shouldn't have that problem. You'll probably just get, for example, like dividends, but then the dividends will be either qualified or unqualified dividends, but it's a different topic for another day. But overall, bro, I don't invest into commodities because I like whatever I invest into to be actually doing something, producing something. So like gold, I can have it there in the corner. It does nothing whatsoever. And it's not as cool as people think it is, okay? So that's not in my portfolio whatsoever. But as far as exactly what I invest into, I wouldn't use the Cash App. And here's why, right? Because what you're doing is you want to do like long-term investing. So that means
Right,
basically you have to keep a balanced portfolio, right? The
right.
Cash App doesn't have a feature to keep a portfolio balanced. You have to do it yourself all the time. And that's not what you want. You want to automate it. On top of that, they also have like they don't have all the investments possible, and that's why I actually don't use them. Now the SoFi is good, but they also don't have a feature for long-term investors to keep everything actually balanced the way you actually want it. So the app I recommend is you get M1 Finance, okay? Because with M1 Finance, for
Okay.
example, say for example, I wanted to do 10% into bonds, 10%. Well, let's do bigger numbers here. 25% into bonds, 25% into like ETFs to track stocks, international stocks, 25% here, also 25%, for example, into commodities, right? Every time I
Right,
invest $100, I want it to be split between 25, 25, 25, 25, right? That's it makes sense, right?
right.
Well, Cash App, SoFi, they're not gonna do that. But M1 Finance is going to do that. On top of that, when your investments are growing and growing and growing over time like they're supposed to, they're going to lose balance. But because you're investing with M1 Finance, every time they're going to invest in money, so it always brings the balance right to where you actually want it.
Got it. So like, when you invest with the M1 Finance, I'd like, if my initial investment every week would be $100, they would allocate that for me automatically. You saying?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay,
Now,
got
as
it.
far as what you invest into, right? You're 25 years old, meaning you're 2 years older than me, meaning you're still super young. Does that make sense? So,
Right.
I'm conservative also, right? But you don't want to be too conservative. Like I only carry like around 20% bonds in my portfolio. Any more than that, it's just not worth it because at that point you're losing out on a ton of gains. Again, you're 25. In 30 years you'll be 55, meaning you'll still be young and you don't want to miss out on all those gains that come from the stock market. On top of that, once you turn like maybe 45ish or like 50ish, then you can go ahead and add more bonds because basically you already won the game of investing, right? But while you're still in the game, you want to build up and build up and build up.
Okay. Okay. So you think so? I should kind of hold back. Well, like, still invest in bonds, but maybe keep it at like a 5% or 10%, and do more percentage on the stocks? I mean, like, well, I have the VTI thing, so I should put more money into the stocks market. I mean,
Okay.
the ETF is what you're saying.
How much money do you currently have invested?
Well, I had 1,000, but I had to borrow from that, so I just reinvested 800, and
Mm-hmm.
I have a different ETFs. I have the Vanguard Total Stock Market. I have the VNQ, the real estate. I have the iShares Select Dividend ETF, the
Mm-hmm.
Vanguard Growth ETF, the International Dividend ETF,
Mm-hmm.
the International Bond, the Total Bond Market, and the SPDR Gold Trust.
Okay. And do you have any debt right now?
No, I don't.
Do you have an emergency fund?
I'm building that up as we speak because I've been watching your videos, so I've been trying to build up my $1,000. I'm getting there.
Okay. So great news is that you don't have any debt, right? That's awesome. That's the first step, right? You have no debt, so that's awesome. You want to save that $1,000 and start putting. How much money do you make a month?
About 2,000 a month.
2,000 a month. Your name is Dante, right?
Yes.
Okay, Dante. If you make $2,000 a month, what are your expenses like? Everything
Well,
included.
roughly like with the rent, phone bill, everything, probably around 600-700 maybe, roughly.
Let's do 1,000, right? So that's 50-50,
Okay.
right? So now let's say you have $1,000. What do I invest that money into, right? Do you eventually want to buy a house?
Yes, eventually down the line, yes.
Where do you live?
I live in the Bronx.
Oh, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
That is gonna be. I live in the Bronx too, bro. It is. It is.
Yeah.
That's why I'm moving. But overall, here's my advice, bro. Right? You're doing fine right now. You only spent $1,000. You make $1,000 extra in like extra cash flow. So what I would do basically right now is focus on building up your emergency fund to at least 3 to 6 months, right? Once it's taken care of, while you're doing that, okay, let's say for example, what I would do is this, right? I would put around 20% of every paycheck going towards that emergency fund, right? So this way, the next time you run into some trouble, you don't have to basically sell your investments. That's not what you want to do ever. You never want to touch them, okay? On top of that, I would grab another 20% and invest that, for example, into the portfolio I sent you just now into your Instagram. That's exactly what I invest into. You have, for example, the US market, the international market, the small cap market in the US, also into treasury bonds, into corporate bonds, on top of that, into the real estate market, and also into emerging markets. That's all diversification you actually need right now. Does that make sense? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I heard you. Yes, I heard you clearly.
Yeah, so that's all you really need to do right now. So basically, 20% goes into the emergency fund, 20% goes into your investments, and that's it. Once you're done fully building, for example, your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months, you move on to, for example, either invest more money or consider saving up for a down payment. But again, it might be safer just to keep basically investing and not saving for a down payment, because basically it's so expensive to actually buy in the Bronx if you're gonna stay here for a long time. So it's up to you on how you want to do it. Or
Yeah, that is
grab
true.
some extra money and consider, for example, getting a career or going back to college to go ahead and get a degree that actually earns you more money.
Right.
Yeah, so that's my advice. Do you have any more questions?
Does M1 Finance offer like the drip pro? Because I know SoFi does that. They offer like the you
They're,
could reinvest your dividends.
yes,
Does M1 Finance offer that too?
they're reinvested dividends. They have the portfolio, so they allocate properly. They have basically everything. That's why I use them. It's like the perfect app when it comes to like long-term investing. And the minute they're not, I will move because I have no loyalty to any company.
Yeah, I mean that's how I was feeling with the Robinhood thing, and I know it was they didn't even have the GameStop thing to ticker, so I was kind of not feeling, I wasn't trusting them, so I was figuring to find somewhere else, because I know so far they was allowing people to buy GameStop, but they was at least telling you that there was some risk to it, but they didn't stop you from buying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and by the way, whenever you want to like carry on with those games, because I know you understand like the long term market. That's like consistently. As far as like those games right there, like with GameStop and AMC and Dodgy Coin, all these like little things on the side. just set aside like $1,000 to play that game, but don't put any more money into it, okay? Because what I want you to do is basically secure your future. That's not how you're gonna secure it with that risky stuff, okay?
Right.
All right, bro. Any more questions I can help with?
No, man. You've got me thinking a little differently. Well, so I guess I got one more question.
Go ahead.
When it so if I decide, well, I think I am gonna do that. I think I'm gonna put. Would it be, would it help me? Would it benefit me tax wise if I take the money off of Cash App now and invest it into the, just reinvest all the money I have into the same portfolio you have? Like, would it
Yes.
cost?
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is, at the end of the day, Dante, right? We're talking about $800, right? You probably made maybe like $200 like in profit, something like that. Maybe like $100 in profit. Yeah. So you're not gonna be taxed like crazy. I'd rather you maybe get taxed right now than you get taxed, for example, when you have $1 million in the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So right now you can basically switch things around, put in M1 Finance. By the way, when you get M1 Finance, go to transfers and make everything automated. That way they send the money automatically when you get paid into your account. This way you're investing automatically and you don't have to worry about anything. But also make sure you have money on the side for emergencies, because again, I don't want you to have to sell your investments again to then basically cover whatever emergencies you actually have.
Right. Yeah, right. I mean, I learned that from last time. Like, I was trying to do the long term, but then it's, ran into some emergencies. Yeah. But then I forgot that was like part of the reason why I was trying to do like the whole finance thing also, because watching your videos really did help me, because I forgot about trying to build up a fund first and paying down my debt instead of trying to save money and pay debt.
But you have no debt right now, right?
No, I mean like in terms of bills, like, how like when like you try to catch up with your bills and then you're trying to save and invest at the same time. It's at least attack all the bills first and then I'll have money left over. Like that's what
exactly
the whole dilemma I was in. But
exactly.
Yeah.
And just like write down all your expenses, so if you can find somewhere to basically cut, you can cut it. Okay, if your phone bill is too high, cut it. Go to like a prepaid plan. That way you can save more money.
Right.
Okay, but you're doing great so far. Just stick to the plan, okay? Whenever you see like crazy stuff going on in the market, if you want to play around with it, have money on the side for that stuff, but just keep investing the way you're investing. You're gonna do great. And by the way, what job do you have? What do you do for work?
I do security. I'm a security guard.
Security? Okay, so you're paying taxes, right, and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can probably qualify for a Roth IRA. So when you go into finance, consider opening up a Roth IRA. That way, that money is like exclusively for retirement. So that's around, you can invest up to $6,000 every single year. That's like $500 a month. And on top of that, if you have money left over, put it into your normal taxable account with also M1 Finance. But this way, you're building up also your retirement account with a Roth. Okay, that's also going to help you out a ton.
Got it. What else questions do I have? Do you have any advice for like maybe like online banks that could probably, I know interest rates are low, but probably have the at least highest APR that could probably make you some money?
Okay, so the only money you're ever going to have in a savings account is going to be your emergency fund, right? We can agree on that? Yeah. And also, for example, like your down payment for the house when you actually want to buy a house, which might be in New York, might not be in New York. Depends what happens here. But say, for example, your expenses are like $1,000. So you need like 3 months or, for example, 6 months. So that's $3,000 to $6,000. Whether you get, for example, 10 pennies with one company or 20 pennies with another company, it's not going to make you wealthy. So the company that I use currently is Wealthfront or, for example, SoFi. Like the checking accounts, that's where I have my emergency fund. I don't care how much they pay. They're competitive enough, right? But the answer is, whenever you see an account offering 1% or 2% when everybody else is offering something else, it's because basically they want to bait you inside of it. What you want is security. And what is it called? SoFi and also Wealthfront give you that. So that's all you need to focus on. Just get your emergency fund, put it somewhere you trust, leave that money there. That's it. Whether you get 1 penny extra from somewhere else, it's not going to make a difference in your life.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So use SoFi.
All right, cool. So I guess I can. Yeah, I'm gonna do the SoFi and the
and M1 Finance.
Yeah. Okay.
And just stick to it, okay? And do you wanna? I know you're a security guard now. Do you eventually want to get, for example, a different career to like up the amount of money you actually make?
I do.
What are you interested in?
I'm not actually sure at the moment, but I am interested in philosophy. But I'm not sure how far you could go with that. Like, I've never actually been to college, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Did you graduate high school?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So here's my advice, right? Just go on the internet and type in highest paying jobs, and then look for three things, right? Something you like, something you're good at, and something that's gonna pay you a lot of money. That's what you want to look for, okay? And if you don't know, the answer is you go and you research that career and see, hey, am I gonna be good at that? Am I gonna like that? Or for example, go take an internship or just go try it out, work for free for someone. This way you know what you like. Just go out there and taste things, okay? This way you can figure out, hey, I actually do like accounting, or maybe I actually like this career right here. Because although philosophy is cool, I don't know how much money that's actually going to make you.
Yeah.
When you're paying, for example, 30, 40, 50, 60,000 dollars for a career, it has to be an investment decision. It just can't be basically on what you like. If you like philosophy, you really love it, but you can't get paid on it, you can start a side hustle on it, right? Or like just like make a channel on YouTube about it, so you can enjoy yourself doing it. But it's a hobby. It was not gonna make you a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true. Like I was thinking of other things like that too. Like I had a Etsy shop that I was working from for 3 years, but it wasn't sustainable. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you got to trying different things, advertisements and stuff like that. But then I kind of like put that on the back shelf and was like, you know what? Let me just try to get a job and try to work more to invest more. To invest more. And then my mom, she started. I forgot, like with this Redbubble and all this other stuff. She found her little niche or whatever, and it was alongside of like making mugs and T-shirts. And she was like, it was kind of automated. I'm pretty sure Gary Vee, like he talks about doing this and that, and she was actually doing it. And I was proud of her, and I was like, wow, like you're doing the things that I was like kind of struggling to do, but it's like some things are for some people and some things aren't. So
exactly.
Right. So I kind of just put that on the thing. So I am trying to try different things and stuff like that. But
yeah, you're super young, bro. You're just 25, right, Dante? So the answer is go try different things out, see what you like. If you, for example, say, hey, you know what, I don't really want to do all this other stuff. Let me just go to college and get, for example, by the way, when you go to college, don't get crazy debt. Apply for a lot of scholarships. Also get, for example, go like to community college first, so you can get your prerequisites first, and then you go, for example, to the 4-year school to get like everything a lot more cheaper, okay? But just take your time with it. But you got to try different things out to see exactly what you like, what you're good at, and what's going to make you money.
All right,
brother. Thank you for your time, bro. I really appreciate it.
Nah, I appreciate you, man. Keep doing your videos, man.
All right, Dante. Thank you, bro. Keep up the great work.
You too, man. Have a good one.
All right, bye. So that right there is Dante. And by the way, Dante had a lot of questions, and I love questions. That's what I'm here for, okay? But overall, Dante, the answer is, man, you're worried about a lot about the micro, like the small stuff, right? But you have like this big picture, which is basically, I want to make passive income in the future. So the answer is, you are already on track. Just got to keep investing into the correct things, okay? You keep doing that. And you also consider, hey, let me go try different things out. I'm just 25, right? Let me go try this out. Or for example, get a career this way. I'm earning a lot more money. That is the whole idea right there. Once you, for example, have security, emergency accounts, everything's taken care of, and you also start investing more money, you're good to go, you're set. By the way, Dante, the only thing is, when do you buy a house in New York, okay? New York is so expensive, man. It's crazy. That's why I'm moving to Florida. But guys, again, thank you, Dante, for the call. I really appreciate it. And any questions, guys, if you guys want to join me on this, well, just join me on Instagram, okay? Follow me on Instagram. This way you can follow me, and whenever I post about it, you can go ahead and join me right here one-on-one. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. And as always, if you like this video right here, guys, well, go ahead and like this video on top of that. Also, subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. If you guys want to talk to me one-on-one, well, join my Patreon, link down below, or send me a DM on Instagram at Tommy Bryson. And before I go, if you guys want to watch more videos, well, here's a video right here, and click my face right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.